What's up, everybody, and welcome to the very first Spotlight on South Baltimore on Facebook Live. We are excited to talk about all the great things that are done at the Employment Connection Center in South Baltimore as part of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. We are also going to highlight a variety of businesses, training opportunities, and community partners in our SOBO footprint. If you can, please comment, like, and share this video on your Facebook pages to help your family and friends who may need a new job or training for a career change. How's everybody doing today? I'm Bill Carnes, and I'm your co-pilot for today's journey. I am a business service representative for the Employment Connection Center, and basically what I do is collaborate with South Baltimore businesses to help them hire qualified job seekers to obtain awesome career opportunities. I've been with the agency almost about 15 years, and I've met and collaborated with a lot of great, talented, hardworking, dedicated people that are trying to make Baltimore a great place. And without a doubt, one of those folks, Greg Hunt. He's going to be my co-pilot today. What's up, Greg?
Hey, Bill, what's going on, buddy, man? It's good to
Look
you.
I'm rocking.
Look at you, man. That is a classic shirt.
I got my Sobo. I'm ready.
Nice.
What's going on?
Hey, man, just living life, man. Having fun, man. I can't complain.
All right.
Just for introduce myself for people that may not know who I am Greg Hunt. I am a career development facilitator at the Employment Connection Center down on Bush Street. I've been there since we have opened up. And I've been with the agency a little over 6 years. And my main focus is really to help connect Baltimore City residents, especially South Baltimore residents, to training opportunities that will lead to gainful employment.
All right. So since this is our first show, and Greg, you pretty much have been there since day one, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit, just briefly, about the history of the show. I like to think of it, show of the center. I like to think that we are the best kept secret in South Baltimore.
We are.
We're tucked in a little industrial area. We're about a block and a half away from the Horseshoe Casino on Bush Street. Real easy to get to. We got our own parking. So we need people to know where we are.
Yeah. We was built back in April of 2015, and especially much needed response to community needs, definitely around employment, training, placements, and just other services that we can provide to South Baltimore residents. Now, who we are, who we serve. The Employment Connection Center, the ECC, which we like to call it, was designed to serve South Baltimore job seeker with job readiness, resume help, application assistance, occupational training, support services, job placements, and other service referrals as well.
We also, at ECC, we work with local businesses. We do job postings, candidate screenings. We help with referrals. We can help with customized training. And we also help with labor market information services. So there's lots of things, lots of tools in our toolkit that we can help with businesses to try to find qualified job seekers.
Absolutely.
So currently we're closed, due to the COVID. Hopefully that's going to change, but we'll let you guys know. But we still offer services. We do it remotely. And I want to let you guys know employers are still hiring. We have lots of opportunities. There's a huge need for good candidates right now. Our job leads, we actually email those to our folks that are registered with us once a week. We do an email blast. I think we have over 1,000 people we send it to. If you're interested in receiving our information, you can register with us at 410-396-1052. We still post our jobs on the Maryland Workforce Exchange also. That's mwejobs.maryland.gov. And we also have a really cool job board that was started when COVID first hit. There's close to 300 jobs on there. That board is updated weekly. It's a very easy form. If you see something you like, just send your basic information, and the BSR that's responsible for that particular job will definitely reach out to you. So it's a great board. We encourage people to check it every single week.
That is a lot of great opportunities, Bill.
Yep, absolutely.
So, Bill, I heard you got a really special guest for us, man. I'm excited to hear from your special guest. Can you share with us who it is?
Yep, absolutely. So we're going to bring on live from Cherry Hill, Chuck
Nice.
Olson from Chet Pallets. What's going on, Chuck?
How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for having me on today. So, like you
Absolutely.
said, live from the base of Cherry Hill. My name is Chuck Goldston. I'm the plant manager here at CHEP Services, and we are a pallet repair center. So, just a little bit of a background. CHEP Services is owned by a company called Brambles. Brambles is a global company, so we're based out of our headquarters is in both Australia and in London. So
Mm.
what we do is we provide pallets for just about every industrial plant or supermarket that you have in this area. So our business model is that we rent the pallets to our customers, and over time those pallets start to have wear and tear. So they bring them back to my service center where we inspect them, and then we repair the pallets. So what I'm looking for a few good people who want to work. I've had the pleasure and the great opportunity of working with you all to try to fulfill some of those needs because the plant, to be honest with you, has had a long period of time, a few years of not being able to find people to work. So we are a second chance workplace, meaning that we don't worry about people's backgrounds. If somebody is willing to work, able to work, we will hire them and give them opportunity. So what I like to tell my staff is a lot of times we're helping to mold some of the young men that come through here, teach them what being a professional is, teach them what going to work every day and providing a living for your family is. So I say to them, LeBron James might not be walking through my door, but I'm willing to develop somebody who wants to work. So the company has a lot of great things going on. We're a zero harm company, meaning that we try to minimize any of our effects on the environment. The paint that we use, you can see the blue pallets there. The paints that we use to paint our pallets is all biodegradable. And we try to be a good steward or a good member of the community. So what we've been having an issue is we've been having a hard time just finding people to come to work. We're roughly about a block away from the light rail and the bus station. We have a really good starting rate. So right now our starting rate for the repair opportunities is $15, and then once you get out of your training and you get to the point where you're able to meet your expectations, you bump up to $16, and it's a tiered system after that. The amount you put out determines how much you can make, all the way up to $21 an hour.
Mm.
So I reached out to Bill's counterpart at first, and he started to send me some people, and we started to get some good candidates in here. We asked people to come in, and if they fill out the application, we'll interview them on the spot. We do not want to waste people's times. So if someone's willing to work, I have opportunities. We're supported to the supply chain. We're considered essential. We have not shut down at all throughout COVID because we support the food industry and vital things to the sustaining the population. I like to call CHEP Services is sort of like a 401k plan. We have 5,000 customers, meaning in every industry. So if one industry goes down, we still stay afloat and we still stay operational because we support that many customers. So we support your local supermarkets. You can see it in your Sam's Clubs, your Walmarts, all those type of companies. They bring in our product. So we're just looking for some energetic people who want to come in and make an honest living.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So one of the things I really appreciate about your company and you, Chuck, is that you are definitely a second chance company. So talk about that a little bit and why you guys do that, and just a little bit of background. The majority of the time that I've been with MOED, I've worked with the ex-offender justice involved population, which I absolutely love doing. And you are one of the best employers when it comes to helping people get a second chance.
So I mean, just think about the whole idea of second chance. So whatever a person might have done in their background, they paid their price, and then we bring them back to the community. If none of the companies want to give someone a second chance, what are we dooming those people to, right? what is it called? Recidivism, right? Going back to the same thing. So one of the things, I've been with the company since October, and this was one of the selling points of when they offered the opportunity to me, was them giving that opportunity. I've been working in the Baltimore area for the last 25 years at different locations, and this is the first company that's giving guys a second chance. So a lot of the people that come into us, they just want a chance. So they might not come in with a work history. They might not come back with the skills that are needed for this job, but we develop them, and we will give them the skills as long as they want to come to work and they want to try, and we'll give them that chance. So closing the door on people and not giving second chances, we're just going to doom our city to what? It's one of the things that I thought was the greatest things, because I not just work, I wanted to do community service when I got into a job. So it's sort of like doing the same thing at once. So I thought CHEP just had a great model for what they were talking about, the second chance thing. I think all of us have some family members that might have gotten in some trouble at some times, and they needed a chance. So when I look at my workforce, I look at my uncle, my brother, and other people in my family, and I just think the model of giving them a second chance, working with them, teaching them what it is to actually have a job and sustain a job, being on time, giving the man what you are paid for, that type of thing. I think that is a thing that makes me happy when I go home, and it makes me feel more fulfilled than just all right, get your number, go home, and that type of scenario. So I know a lot of young men make mistakes in their past, and that's part of being young. Sometimes you do make a mistake. So if you have a worldwide company that's willing to give you a second chance, I mean, what better opportunity could you ask for but just a chance, you know?
And so, but one of the challenges that we've had as I've been working with you, and shout out to Mr. Darrell Falls, who is our counterpart, has sent you lots of good folks. Give folks the reason you don't really do a background check. You give people a chance, but you do have to drug test, and please explain why. And it's a very valid reason.
We have to do the drug screen because the guys will be working with equipment such as nail guns.
Yeah.
A lot of automated equipment, and if you're not in your right mind at that point in time, you could be seriously harmed. So with the nail guns, our automated systems, our conveyors, moving parts back and forth, if you're not in tune to your environment, if you're not in tune to what's going on, it could cause some serious harm. We are a very safety-oriented company. I always tell my guys, I want you to go home in the same condition that you walked into the plant. And if one person on the team is not in the right mindset or is under the influence, he could seriously harm himself and someone else. So that's why we have to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you talk about the cool thing that I like is that the more you produce, the more you get paid, which is a really cool thing. So if you can get into the details of how you start out and then how you can make more money.
So when we bring you in here, what we do is we put you in a training plan. And this is like a 6-week training plan. So we teach you what our specifications are, our quality, and everything involved with our product. We teach you how to repair. You're mentored by what we call a pro. You're mentored by a pro for your first few weeks until you understand what the job entails. And then after your training, what we try to do is we try to get you up to about 200 pallets after the 6-week program. After that, your pay goes by tier. So when you get to that 250 level, you go up $2. When you get to that 290 level, you go up another $2. And you can kind of make your own pay based on what you're willing to put out. So if a guy is hardworking, if a guy is serious about his time management and can develop himself a certain program every day, he can make that without a chance. So just to give you an example, I have a few second chance people that work with me right now that are getting up into that 300 level easily every day with time to spare. And, so the company's been doing this for a while. We can teach you the program to be pros. My staff, the managers, and the supervisors are here to try to make people better and to get you that money. There's times we run additional incentives. Like right now, I'm running an incentive with my employees where everyone in the whole plant gets an extra $200 a week if we make our goal Monday through Friday. If we make it Monday through Saturday, everybody in the whole plant gets $100 as long as they show up to work. So the company's always coming with things like that.
Nice.
You have 100% attendance and the whole plant makes the number, you can get an extra $200. You can get an extra $100. So there's always some sort of incentive going on. The company's always trying something new to motivate the workforce. One of the other great things about the company that really inspired me when I came to work for the company is, so after you get through your 90 days, you get full benefits, of course. And sometimes guys that are second chance employees, they don't understand any of that sort of stuff, what benefits actually are and how they can help your family. So we teach you all of that stuff. My office manager sits down with you and she teaches you and explains all of that stuff. The one great thing about CHEP is every employee gets 3 volunteer days a year to volunteer with any organization or anywhere they want to every year. I've never heard of that before.
That is so cool.
Heard of
Yeah.
So
that was one
thing. What type of volunteer work do you guys do? I'm really curious about that. That's neat.
Every employee, it's what you want to do as an employee. So if you want to go to your local church and you want to volunteer some days there, fine by. If you want to go to like a food pantry and you want to volunteer there, fine. It's your 3 volunteer days to do what you want to do. So hopefully for my 3 days, me and my wife are planning to go to Africa in September, and I'm going to do some work with my wife. She's a nurse at Johns Hopkins, so we're going to do that. But it's what you want to do with your 3 days.
That's pretty awesome.
On top of the money, the incentives, the benefits, then they're going to give you 3 days like that. Those were the things that really made me want to change from the company that I was with before.
Okay. So something that we talked about before, are you getting a lot of folks from the South Baltimore area? And one of the things that I always hear from folks, that the issue is that they can't take a job because they can't get there. And you guys are literally a block and a half away from the light rail station in Cherry Hill. Is that right?
Literally a block and a half away from there. As I was telling you earlier, if you look at my workforce, the majority of my guys are from the east side, Essex, places like that. And I was just like, why are guys traveling so far? And we're at the base of the hill for Cherry Hill, and we don't have a lot of local talent. It just baffles me. So that's why I was so happy when you reached out to me. You told me where your office was located. I was like, wow, maybe we can get some guys that's more local, and it's easier for them to get here. Sometimes with the light rail, it takes guys. Some of my guys might, if they start at 6 a.m, they're on the light rail at 4 o'clock. And it's a long journey to get in. Or you see guys Ubering in from a long ways just to get here. And I'm like, I would hope there's a ready pool of employees who want to work that's closer to here, but I'll take anybody that's coming, to be honest with you.
Yeah, one of the funny things is, you pretty much have a walk-in policy. I know I ask folks to email me first so I can sort of, let them know what to expect. But you literally take walk-ins, and people will get an application. I had a young man go there yesterday. He asked for directions. I sent them there, and I was like, make sure you ask for Chuck. And you came out, welcomed them, let them do that. It was interviewed by, I think, the assistant plant manager, and I think things are going well. Hopefully he passes his drug test and we can get him to work.
He can make some money.
It doesn't get any easier than that. It just doesn't.
The object is for those guys to come in, make some good money, get some benefits for the family, and we can produce a few pallets for the company. So
absolutely. All right. Well, appreciate you having you on today. Is there anything you'd like to add? And again, we need to get some Cherry Hill, Westport, Pigtown over to you, man. We really do.
I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate what you guys have done for me so far. I expect to continue to have a great working relationship with you and the mayor's office for employment. Anybody that knows someone in this area that needs a job, that's willing to come to work, we have 2 shifts that we generally operate. One is 6 to 2:30, and the other is 4:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. Tell them to come by, fill out an application, and ask for Chuck or Bruce, and we will interview them on the spot.
All right. Fantastic. Chuck, appreciate you taking, I know the thing is you're a busy guy, so I really, really appreciate you taking off some time to talk to us today, and hopefully we'll get you some good folks.
I appreciate it. You guys have a great day and keep up the good work.
Awesome. Have a great one, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Man, that was awesome.
I love that volunteer thing. I don't think I've ever heard of that before, where you get paid for 3 days and you can do it to whatever cause you want to do. That is one of the coolest things. And MOED, you listening? That's kind of a cool thing.
and I like the fact that they can earn more by what they put in,
Absolutely. So absolutely.
Yeah.
And, from what I've seen, that place has a nice family atmosphere. They're really good people. So, again, if anybody's interested, just shoot me an email and I'll let you know what you need to do. So I'm going to talk about a couple other job opportunities while we have the time. Got to start off with one of our great partners over at the Horseshoe Casino. We wouldn't be here without the Horseshoe, let's be honest. We love those guys over there. And if you go on the Maryland Workforce Exchange, we have about 8 or 9 jobs posted. They're looking for cashiers, EVS attendants, center representatives, security officers. If you have any questions, just send me an email. You can give me a call, give my information out later, and I'll let you know what we need to do. Something that we did over at the Horseshoe, pre-COVID, is we would have weekly recruitments over there, and they were starting to gain some traction. So hopefully, we'll be able to
get back on track.
And I mean, Greg, I am chomping at the bit to start to meet with my employers. I miss my customers. I
feel you, man.
Teleworking's cool, but I like to see people, I'm all about that. And especially with the Horseshoe, they're always looking for good folks. They're starting to roll again. So that's one of the things, we'll probably be featuring their stuff on there almost every month. We're good partners. The next slide's a little bit of information. Actually, if you want to be a table games dealer, I know they're starting training. They do it periodically. I think they're doing that on the 17th. It's a 4-hour class. They pay you $11.75 an hour for the training. You do get a bonus after you complete 90 days as a dealer, and you get $1,000 bonus if you stay for a year. So that's pretty cool. And you get a certification from CCBC. So that's pretty cool. Paid training is where it's at.
Always.
We're partners to do paid training. So we're all about that. Okay. All right. See what else we got today. MedStar, Harbor Hospital. Those guys have been fantastic. Shout out to Matthew and Kelly over at Harbor Hospital. Great, great folks. One of the things that's been happening during COVID is, and Greg, you'll speak to this in a little bit, is people are getting training, but they're not getting their certification because they do the hours, because the medical board, they backed up like that. So there's a little bit of frustration that people are getting their training hours, but they don't have the actual piece of paper. Harbor Hospital they're okay with that. What they'll do is they'll take you on as an entry-level position. We're talking about having different training programs where they'll teach people to be phlebotomists. They need patient care techs. They need CNA, GNAs. They need dietary people. They need environmental support associates, all that stuff. And the cool thing, the other day, Greg gave me 11 resumes of folks who were just completed training, don't have their certification. They were all from Cherry Hill. I sent those resumes over to Matt over there, and he was so happy. We want because they're in Cherry Hill, they can walk to work. How great is that? And that's the kind of stuff that we want to do. We want area residents to go for opportunities like that. Harbor Hospital really wants to hire area folks. So if you're interested in that, just shoot me an email. Again, Bill Carnes, bcarnes@oedworks.com, and we'll definitely help you out with that. So what else we got today to talk about? And literally, for the sake of time, I could do the job thing for hours, but we're just going to highlight a couple of businesses. This is another one in Southwest Baltimore. They're right near St. Agnes Hospital for Wilkins Avenue. This is Buckware. And Buckware, if you ever go to Bass Pro Shops, you see racks and racks of shirts everywhere. Okay, and they are and the other thing that they do, if you ever see anything with the Maryland flag, they have the contract for that. So they produce thousands and thousands of shirts. Real great employer. They're having a huge problem getting warehouse workers. Now, this is one of the warehouses that, to me, is one of the easiest ones. It's a simple shift. It's 8:30 to 4:30 every day. You don't see too many warehouses have a straight shift. And actually, on Fridays, they do 8 to 4. They let you out early. You can come in a little bit earlier, get out a little bit earlier on a Friday. They have great benefits. Shout out to Alex Velasco over there. They also do walk-ins, but I want you to talk to me first, because the one thing that people have been having issues with is they have a math test, because in the t-shirt business, everything's done by dozens. Mm-hmm. So talk to me before you go over there, because when you go in and do the interview, they're going to give you a quick little math test. I don't want anybody to be unprepared, but it's pretty simple. It's something that we can help you brush up on. These are all full-time positions, full benefits, and again, we can just send you over there for a walk-in interview.
Nice.
Yeah. Another great partner. We've worked with this company for about 3 years. They're located off of Austin Street, and they are Spin. If anybody's seen the scooters laying around town, one of those scooters is going to say Spin. And the thing is, when they signed the contract with the city, they didn't want the scooters to be lying all over the city overnight, because, number one, it's an eyesore. Number two, scooters might disappear. So they have 2 shifts, and they need box truck drivers. All you need is a regular driver's license. And they love to hire folks 18 and over. They love young folks over there. And if you have a provisional, they're going to give you a shot. You just have to be able to drive a box truck. And when I talk about box truck, I'm talking about a little U-Haul moving truck. And have a clean driving record. Obviously, you need a clean driving record. And all you're going to do, if you're working in the morning, you get there at 7:30, the scooters are going to be in your truck, and you just drop them off at the designated locations. If you're working the 4 to 11 night shift, guess what? You're picking up the scooters. Not an easier job. For folks who are going to school, this is a job that, everything has GPS, so they're easy to locate. If somebody's got a scooter in their house, you don't worry about that, okay? We're not, right? You're just picking up the scooters or out lying on the street. So real great job. They pay $16 an hour. And again, great job for people that need flexibility. And it's usually Monday through Friday. They do have some weekend hours also. And if you can only work a weekend shift, when we were working with them before, we had folks that just worked on the weekends. So if you're interested, and this one's a real easy one. Basically what I do, if you contact me and you say you're interested, I just send the app to you right on your cell phone. And it takes literally 2 minutes. And the other day I had a person apply. I sent him the app. He completed it. He got a phone call 10 minutes later. He's like, oh my God, I didn't know this. He got an interview that day. He got hired that day. That's how quick my guy Dylan is over at Spin. Shout out to Dylan. Appreciate you. And he works with all kinds of folks.
And I remember, Bill, you rode one of those scooters, man.
I rode one of those scooters through the parking lot. They're pretty cool. They're fast. Yeah. Be careful. I almost busted. But those scooters are pretty cool. AutoZone. They're located off of Patapsco Avenue, right outside the Lakeland neighborhood. And they are always looking for folks. They need managers, counter help, stock clerks, van drivers. If you know anyone that's 18 years of age, no experience, they'll teach you how to be a counter person. They'll teach you how to pull the parts in the warehouse. Again, always looking for folks. So, again, I could go on and on and on, Greg. But let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Suppose I want any of these jobs. Suppose I want to do a new career. Suppose I want to do something different. You got something for me, Greg? What can you do for all those folks that just want to change their life and maybe get a certification and do something else? What you got?
Well, we have a lot of great training opportunities. And one thing I love about what we do at the ECC, we have a grant that's catered to South Baltimore residents to pay for training opportunities. And we have assisted residents with numerous occupational training that led to some really gainful employment. Some of the training types that we offer are ITAs, which is an individual account, customized training, and pre-apprenticeship training. Some of the occupational areas that we offer or focus in is in manufacturing, transportation, warehouse, obviously healthcare, construction, and administrative services. So I'm going to share a little bit about some of the institutions that we're partnered with that offer these training opportunities for our residents. So first, we're going to start with BCCC. As everybody knows, Baltimore City Community College. One of their favorite programs and most popular programs is their multi-skill medtech program, where it's a couple of certifications within one. You get your CNA, GNA, phlebotomy, EKG, and medical terminology, and people love that. And they also do have a standalone CNA GNA program with a state certified pharmacy tech program. I love this institution here, the James Adam Resource Corporation. They offer training in welding / machine operator, and they also have CNC, which is computer numerical control operator. Towson University, everybody know about Towson University. They offer a phenomenal cybersecurity program, which I believe is like Net Plus, A Plus certifications, along with accounting and bookkeeping as well. Up next is a really, really good training institution, All State Careers. They help people get their CDL Class B license, and it's only a 2-week program. So if anybody wants to get into the transportation or the driving industry, CDL Class B is a really great opportunity where you can drive MTA buses, school buses, dump trucks, UPS trucks, all those type of vehicles, and make some really good wages. And last but not least, we have Community College of Baltimore County, CCBC. They also have a standalone CNA GNA program, and their pharmacy tech is actually training people to get that national license. So if anybody's interested in any of those training programs or want more information on how to get qualified for grant funds, so we can pay for those training, you can email me at ghunt@oedworks.com.
All right. You know, the other thing, Greg, is you work with a lot of community partners. I can't even count how many community associations. Every time when we were back in the center, you were always doing meetings in Westport, Pigtown, always meeting with different associations. So they've got some cool stuff going on. So we're going to highlight some different things that we want to get out to our folks. So you start off.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to say we are a center that's really, really grassroots. We like to get into the community. We like to meet people where they are and show them that we're here to help and support and offer services where they are. And one of the partners that I like to highlight is the Southwest Partnership. They actually have it on Wednesday, May the 12th. They're having a free information session for patient care training. They do have a Eventbrite link. I know it might be a little hard to read, but if you want more information about that, to get into that free information session as far as the patient care training, you can just email me and I can be able to get you that information needed so you can attend that free information session. And that's presented by Southwest Partnership.
Okay. Awesome. I'm going to talk about the fun stuff. All right. Westport Community Economic Development Corporation. They're doing a food giveaway. That is awesome on May 13th, 2401 Nevada Street. These type of things are needed. If you read any of these reports, there's some people that are really hurting. Anytime these food giveaways are so necessary. So hats off to them.
Yeah, I want to give just a quick shout out to Miss Lisa Hodge. She's the director for that, man. I had a phenomenal conversation with her this past Friday. She's doing some phenomenal, great work in that Westport community.
We got a lot of unsung heroes in South Baltimore, so absolutely shout them out. Say also on May 13th, being a railroad starting a farmers market, and man, that's something that's telling you that maybe things are starting to break a little bit because I'm going to go out public outside, check out some fruits and vegetables, and that's going to run the entire summer. It's going to start May 6th, or already started. And it's going to run through September 30th, and that's going to be in the parking lot of the B&O Railroad Museum from 4 to 7. That's cool.
Yeah, that is.
And then in Cherry Hill, Church of the Living God, they're doing another Pantry on the Go giveaway, and that's on Saturday, May 15th from 11 to 1. So it's nice to see that, these community organizations and churches are still doing these giveaways. Still got to keep rocking with this stuff. And, Greg, let's say if there's a lot of other community organizations out there, so how can they reach you if, they want to post their stuff? Because we want to know what's going on. We'll post this stuff every month for everybody.
Absolutely. So a couple of ways you can reach me and Bill. Obviously, our main office line is 410-396-1052. And our phenomenal intake specialist, Miss Elizabeth, she will take your call and make sure you will get it to us. Or you can reach us by email at my name, Greg Hunt, at ghunt@oedworks.com. And Bill will email at bcarnes@oedworks.com. Any final words, Bill?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to give a little shout out to our folks behind the scenes. Our center manager, Davi Peterson, always does a great job, always supports us. Shout out to our intake specialist, Elizabeth Saw. The crazy thing, shout out to Andre. We are a full staff. We have 4 people working in our center. The amount of things that would not pat our back, but yeah, I'm going to pat our back. We, for 4 people, we get a lot of stuff done. So
yes.
Shout out to everybody. And also, this would not happen without our partners over at the Northwest Career Center. Jimmy Smith,
yes.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy, thank you very much. Antonio Logan is our behind-the-scenes person. He is the manager at the Northwest Career Center and takes time out of his day to produce these shows. So, we'd love to have more people watch. A lot of these shows that come on Tuesday at 1 o'clock are very informative. He has great workshops. And, I'd love for more people, guys. We did an ex-offender one. I think, Greg, you've done a couple of the workshops before too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, outstanding job, Antonio.
Yeah, thank you, Antonio. Hats off to you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to leave everybody with this. One of the issues as a job developer, and I've been doing this for a long, long time, is people aren't showing up for work anymore. I can't figure it out. Everybody has their theory of why this is happening, but I'm just going to say this to everyone. I have a little deck of cards are called affirmation cards. And I saw a card the other day, and it said, "Your presence is your power." And those 5 words mean everything. If you're not there, you can't influence everybody. So your presence is your power means for your family, for your community, and for your career. You need to be there and let people know who you are because you can make a difference. But if you're not there, that's not going to work. Okay. How about you, Greg? You got any words of wisdom you want to leave anybody?
Yeah, I don't know, Bill. That was a really good one, man. Your presence is your power. I like that. I'm going to just say, man, just like the Maryland Lottery, man, you got to be in it to win it, man.
You got to be in it to win it. Absolutely. So, man, that went by fast.
Yes.
That's what
happens. Having fun, man.
Yeah.
Having
fun. We plan on doing this on the first I'm not going to say it could be a Tuesday, it could be a Wednesday, but we're going to do this every month. Be on the lookout. We'll be sending virtual postcards out to everybody when we have our next event. If we have any community partners, like we said before, any businesses, anybody wants to reach out to us and have us post what you're looking for, you've got our email. We've talked Greg, ghunt@oedworks.com, bcarnes@oedworks.com. We'd love to hear for you.
Absolutely.
If you want to be on the show, come on. We'd love to have community partners on. We'd love to have businesses on, more businesses. We'd love to have training partners on. Just say you're willing to do it. People need to know what you're about and what you have.
Yep.
All right. So that's about it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We'll see you next month, and everybody enjoy the rest of your day. God bless.